Hi friends, it's Nancy. I'm back with the second of the plaid journals. This one is Retro Christmas. So same size, 6.5 by about 9.5, 9 1/8. I've covered it with this black and red checked fabric, the wider check on the spine. Added some lace, made this little fabric book plate and another little book plate at the bottom, so you could either write your name or put a date or an inscription of some kind. So there's lots of doodads in there, and let's just go through it. How's that? Okay. So I was inspired by a magazine article that I read recently about vintage greeting cards. So it had a lot of examples of greeting cards. So I backed those onto cardstock and fussy cut them out and added first this. This is the front of a card and this is the back of a card. And so I've made pockets out of these. I added this vintage postcard from 1940, and it has a little elk on it, and it just looks Christmassy and wintry to me. So I tucked that in there as a piece of genuine ephemera. I also was inspired by I believe it was a 1953 Saturday Evening Post magazine. Cut a lot of black and white and red images out. So I made this belly band by stitching on some of this really pretty lace. I tried to keep the journals not really lacy, but to me this looks like snowflakes. So to add that snowy effect, I've got the snowman here. And it's backed onto this textured cardstock and stitched. And then he just slips on in there. You can put other stuff in there. Here I have cut out an image from the magazine, and this is an image of a television. It was a 21-inch screen television. You could buy it for the low price of $249.95. So I made that little tag. These are all backed onto textured cardstock. This is from a vintage children's book. This is from a smaller Ideal magazine. This is printer paper. And here is a tiny little image of I'm covered in glue, a vintage Christmas card, and it just pulls out like that. Cut that from the magazine article. This is from a recipe book about Christmas baking. This is an old children's piano music book. And this is a genuine vintage Christmas card. And it even has a Christmas card on the Christmas card. So it has this little flip out. And again, I tried to stick with the predominantly black, white, red colors with a little bit of green. And then that's the card. But I've made an envelope out of this. So here's an advertisement for Vice Grips. Because of course you want to get Dad a tool for Christmas. And this is, gotta pull that ribbon up. This is, again, more tools. Isn't that pretty? Little image of a vintage Christmas card. And I made this little pocket here, and it's got, I'll bring that. And it's got this little shiny ornament on a bulb pin. journal card there, an image of a vintage Christmas card. We're into the second signature. So we have book page, music page, printer paper. This is another recipe book. This is from a Small Idea magazine. This is another black and white advertisement from the Saturday Evening Post, and I've just tucked a little piece of paper in there for notes. And here I've got a little red bead and a holly leaf pinned into the fabric there. Another Christmas card, and inside it's the family around the Christmas tree. Dad's bringing a gift. This is also a pocket, there's just nothing tucked in it right now. Little image from a Christmas card, Ideal magazine, and then here we are again with the recipe book. Little tuck spot here. So this is for an advertisement for games. And I've just got that tucked up there. This is an image from a vintage Christmas card from that magazine. A little bit of pom-pom trim on the side here. Whoop. And now we're into the third signature. Music paper, little vintage image there. Ideal magazine, storybook, recipe book. This is from a vintage book about trees from the 1930s. I still have some left. Printer paper. Here I made this little booklet out of paper and cut this image out of an advertisement. And looks like they're watching TV. This is a vintage flashcard. It says Wish. On the other side it says Box. And what else is a TV but a Wish box? Vintage greeting card. Inside is a black and white advertisement for socks, slippers. And this one is a tag. Again, this is an image from a magazine. Lots of stitching. I had to refill my bobbin quite a few times, and these images are all stitched around as well. This has a little charm of Santa Claus. Now we're into the fourth and final signature. So this is a pocket with lace. It has a little image, a vintage Christmas card image. A couple of tags from advertisements from Saturday Evening Post. Look at those, aren't they cute? A little image of a Christmas card. Ideal book, music book here. I love this Christmas card. And this one is an advertisement for a piece of camera equipment, I guess. And this is an advertisement for Monopoly. What brings families together more than Monopoly? This one is an advertisement for a fishing reel, and here Mom's giving Dad a kiss. I think she's got a watch. He gave her a watch. So I've just got that tucked up there. And here's practical gift ideas for mother and baby, and I made this little notepad, stuck that in there. And here is an advertisement that I've just got clipped on to this page, and altered paper clip with some fabric and ribbon. cookies. Here is an advertisement. So it was on one page. This was the top, this was the bottom. And they're both pockets, so you can either stick something up there or stick something down there. This is actually an advertisement for gift subscriptions for Saturday Evening Post. So just put a little eyelet there and some vintage seam binding. And in this final back pocket, there's a vintage photograph of Santa Claus, and it looks like it's being pulled by a cow, but they've got antlers on this poor cow. Anyway, so if you're seeing this video, this item has been uploaded to my Etsy store. It is for sale. This one is Vintage Christmas. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll talk to you again soon.